test ACET. As a part of this course, currently we are dealing with the mathematical foundation subject. So, as a part of this subject, I would like to touch upon the chapter which is having a original heading of numerical methods 2, within which there is a section relating to the complex numbers. I have handled this as a separate chapter so that some kind of a focus can be given to this from the exam standpoint. Now, if you remember the first session relating to this mathematical foundations, where we classified the numbers as real and imaginary or real and complex. Real number is something which can be represented on the number line, whereas imaginary number is something which cannot be represented on the number line. So complex number is nothing but an imaginary number itself. These two words are interchangeably used. Imaginary number or a complex number. This is something which is written in the form of a plus ib, where a and b, both of them happen to be the real numbers, but I, what is I? I is nothing but square root of -1, which means I squared equal to -1. In case of real numbers, the square root cannot exist for -1, because negative numbers, no square root exists. But when people started identifying about the imaginary world or complex world, that is where this expansion of I squared equal to -1 or I equal to square root of -1 has come out. And any number which is written in the form of a plus ib, where a and b are real numbers and I is an imaginary part, which is nothing but the square root of -1, that kind of number is called as a complex number. Now, so let's say when I have 2 plus 3i, that's a complex number. Or probably I have 3 plus 4i, that's a complex number. Now, these two complex numbers, let's say they can be added. Adding is nothing but add the real part separately. This is the real part and this is the imaginary part. So, you add the real part separately and you add the imaginary part separately. That is what is the addition. The subtraction also, you subtract the real part separately and you subtract the imaginary part separately. This becomes the subtraction of two complex numbers. But when it comes to the multiplication of the two complex numbers, this is what is an interesting aspect. Let's say I talk about 2 plus 3i into 3 plus 4i. So you multiply. Just like the way you have multiplied two factors, you do the same. With this number, you multiply both of them. Similarly, with this number, multiply both of them. 2 into 3